Magnificent looking glory night of White Hart Lane. I've got Craig Vi with me, and this is our team news reaction video. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the team, okay? It's a bit of a reserve team. I think we're all a little bit disappointed, but let's not doubt Mopo. So we've got Michel Vorm in goal. We've got your man Danny Rose left back, Kevin Wimmer, Federico Fazio, and then Kieran Trippier right back. Eric Dyer and DCM as usual, the man, the black-booted man, the throwback. Alongside him, Tommy Carroll getting a chance in a big game. I think this could be interesting. Then Nasser Chadli, Christian Eriksen and Andros Townsend behind Harry Kane. Craig, what do you make of that team?
It's definitely a reserve team, isn't it? Let's be honest with it. There's a few in there that you're thinking to yourself, really? I mean, Tommy Carroll, this is a big game, like you just said, for him. Is this stage going to be too big for him? I hope not. Fazio, I'm worried about that one. Vorm, you know, we knew that was going to happen.
With Vorm, sorry to interrupt, but with Vorm, obviously last year he played in the FA Cup game against Leicester and threw one in. Is that a worry?
But he's got a few ricks in him, hasn't he? Let's be honest. And so it is a slight worry. But I can't see that happening tonight. He is a class keeper. You know what they say? Class is permanent, form is temporary.
Yeah, I think it's form is temporary, class is permanent.
Well, you know where I was getting at. Yeah.
Okay, and then the three in behind Harry Kane. I think we wanted to see Son play, didn't we? We want to see Dele Alli play, maybe in an advanced role or just on the pitch at all. We've got Chadli, Eriksen, Townsend gets a chance, bit of pace.
Yeah, and I think we're going to need that because Chadli doesn't offer that. Neither does Eriksen, and to be honest with you, neither does Harry Kane. So we're going to need somebody like Townsend who could take a man on. You know, maybe this is the game where we're going to see the real Townsend come to life. Going to really take players on, hit those balls into the box. I don't know, you know, I was really excited and pumped before the match, and I'm feeling slightly deflated right now. I don't know about you.
Okay, I'm not going to feel deflated. I refuse to. Let's just quickly mention Woolwich's team, because surprisingly, this is like the flip of how it usually works in games like this. They've gone for a slightly more as their first team kind of team. The only changes I can really think of is Ospina is in for Czech, Flamini's getting a start, and Joel Campbell is playing.
Yeah, and Chambers in the back as well, obviously coming in for Koscielny. It's a good side, dare I say it, it's a good side. But, you know, come on, this is the derby. We've got enough. Come on, Spurs, we're going to do it. Come on, let's be positive.
That brings me on to score prediction. Craig Vi, score prediction, what do you reckon?
There's going to be goals. We always know there's going to be goals in the London derby. I'm going 3-2 to the Spurs. Come on, you Spurs.
3-2 to Spurs. Okay, he's very pumped at this point. He's basically almost he's touched my arse, frankly. It's got a bit awkward. I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. I'm sticking to it. I think with Dyer playing, I think we're a lot tighter at the back, so it won't be like one of those 4-alls that we've seen in the past. But who knows? You just don't know. The fullbacks, I think that's an important thing to think about because it's a real change. Rose has come in for Davis, he's been playing the last 3 games, and Trippier has come in at right back for Kyle Walker. Trippier, when he did play in Europe last week against Qarabag, he was getting some lovely crosses in. Is that a possibility that Kane might score from some of those crosses?
He's got to, and tonight's the night. Again, you know, he went and had those matches for England, the internationals. He scored twice there, he looked really good. We all thought he was going to come straight back and do exactly the same again for Spurs. We know that Harry Kane likes scoring in London derbies. We know he likes scoring against the Woolwich Wanderers, and he's going to do it tonight. That is a big prediction. I'm saying it now. Kieran Trippier ball, Harry Kane head up. Bosh, 1-0.
As one of your goals in the 3-2 win. Okay, yeah, and we mentioned Tommy Carroll, mentioned Eric Dyer. Nasser Chadli, though, has been getting a lot of stick. He hasn't been playing as well or scoring as many as he was last season. Is this a possibility for him to start his season off proper?
Well, he's got a point to prove, hasn't he? And, you know, we're all saying about Nasser Chadli that we like him as a player, we like what he brings, and if you take him out of the team, you take out those goals. The goals haven't been there so far this season. So, again, he's another player with a point to prove. Trippier's got a point to prove. You know, he caused the penalty in that match against Qarabag. Danny Rose didn't have a great game against Qarabag. He's got a point to prove. They're all out there with a point to prove, and if you want to prove a point, there is no better way and better place than doing it, and in the North London derby, let's be honest.
Craig, I think it's fair to say, thinks that a number of players have got a point to prove. Let's talk a little bit about the substitutes bench. Basically, as far as I can tell, he's put all the players who would normally be in the first team on the bench. So you've got Walker, you've got Jan Vertonghen, you've got Son, you've got Clinton, and Hugo Lloris is on the bench, although I doubt he'll get a game. Second half, we're down perhaps. Let's imagine that's happening. Who does he bring on? Who is his 3 substitutes?
Well, look, you can't leave Son out of the team at the moment, can you? The guy is in great form already after 2 games. He's got to come on at some point. You've got to be thinking Dele Alli's got to be coming on as well. I mean, like you said, it's basically the first team against Man City at the weekend on the bench. So they've got to be coming on. Do you know what? I really want to see Clinton getting on the pitch. I want to see Ng getting on the pitch. I want that unknown quantity coming on, that pace again, taking players on. I'd really like to see him come on and be given a bit more time tonight.
All right, that's fair enough. And you've obviously been to a fair few London derbies. Give us some memories, some of the ones that you thought, really got you off your seat and made you like that. Because we know you're all pumped. You like it.
I do. The 4-4. I wasn't there, but it's always in my memory. The 4-4 at the Emirates. Was it the Emirates or the? It was at the Emirates, wasn't it? Yeah.
The 4 was at the Lane, I think.
Was it at the Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Well, he wasn't there, so I've asked him a question. He's given a completely separate answer to a game he wasn't at. Let me tell you the one that I remember most. The most recent one. 2 goals. Harry Kane, brace last year. 2-1. Arms outstretched. That's what it's all about. Craig Vi, thank you very much. Guys, don't forget to leave your comments underneath. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter @Spurred On TV. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Let's do it.